Hey everyone, Pastor Nathan here. For our devotion today, we're just going to kind of touch briefly on prayer. This coming Sunday, Jesus teaches his disciples how to pray, and then he gives a couple different parables on prayer, many parables on prayer, encouraging his disciples to pray. So this is March 20th, 2022, the Sunday upcoming. And my encouragement to you then, too, is Jesus' encouragement. Pray. If you're not praying on a daily basis, if you're not in conversation with God regularly, daily, then you're missing out on an incredible resource God has given his people. First, powerful. This conversation with God, this private conversation with God, sort of one-on-one that he starts in his word and then we continue through his word, is a powerful means of protection and defense against the attacks of Satan. Because Satan regularly attacks God's people. He rails against God's people and the mission, his word. And our real kind of defense against this is prayer, is asking God's help and praying against God, against Satan's work in the world and for God's work in the world. That's why, we're praying God's kingdom come and his will be done. Prayer is a way that we're connected to others, that changes us in our relationship with others. Prayer is a reminder that all is grace and nothing comes by our own power alone. God commands us to pray in his word. 1 Thessalonians, pray continuously. Philippians, bring everything to God in prayer. Philippians chapter 4. And if you're wondering, well, okay, what should I be praying about? I have trouble coming up with topics. Here are a few. Pray for your pastors and leaders. If you're here at Epiphany, Lutheran Church in Church-Pearland, Texas, pray for John, myself, David, Beth, Chase, and the staff here at Epiphany. Pray for the gospel and the mission, that God's people would be encouraged in that mission, and that the gospel would find a fertile ground for people in the community. Pray for the church's witness, and that our witness as members of the church would not be hindered by unrepentant public sin. Pray that Satan would be bound, that his work against the church and the members of the church would not find any fruit and would be thwarted at every turn. Pray for leaders of nations. Pray for those who don't yet know Christ as Lord, so that they might come to know him as Lord, and that the knowledge of God would abound among his people, and that we would get to know him better and better each and every day through his word and by his spirit, the means of grace. And my encouragement to you, just pray. Pray as God's people and see what he will do. Anyhow, hope that's helpful for you today. Take care. We'll talk again soon.